All right, y'all, we have a little work to do today. See that? First order of business. These guys are coming down. They're so pretty. I hate that. Look at that. Oh gosh. Yeah. They are coming down. So you see, that's the squash. That tag just came off of something that I brought out here. Yeah, I just need to pick that up. And then there's another one. There's another squash. And then there's this tomato. That cherry tomato. The marigold's fine. Do you see that cherry tomato? And you see this one over here that I actually took some branches off of the other day? Like, it's all over here. See how much bigger this is? You can't really tell because the grass is so grown up. But I'll get to that part in a second. But yeah, I have not been planting. I haven't been planting sunflowers. Look at that. Oh, I thought it was a bee. Yeah, I haven't been planting them, but they still volunteer around the garden from just me planting them over the years. And well, planting them a couple of 1 or 2 years, and then letting volunteers come up from those, and then they drop seeds, and it just kind of continues. But yeah, I usually leave them, but right now I'm basically losing use of this whole little bed right here. And I mean, it's a small space, but I would like to have some kind of production from this. So I'm gonna have to cut those down. I'm taking them down today, and I'm probably gonna take the flowers inside. But yeah, that's first. First, I'm gonna cut that down. I brought my plant tone. I'm gonna kind of fertilize this some. I'm gonna put some more squash in here, and I'm gonna get to that part in a second as well. But I'm just gonna try to amend it because the thing is, so sunflowers, from my understanding, they, kind of pull nitrogen or something. I don't know. They do something, whatever it is, they pull it out. But if you leave them, they basically like release it back in. It's like they like clean the soil or something like that. Listen, don't take my word for that. Just look it up because I don't really know all the details of how that works. But yeah, but it is my understanding though that you're really supposed to leave them and let them die back to really get the soil benefits from them, because they do leach some stuff out. Look at that thing. That is huge. Can you see my hand on this leaf? It's big. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just going to cut them down and I'll keep the flowers. I'm going to fertilize this to try to help out. And then the other thing we have to do is we're going to do some mulching. So I'm going to mulch this. I'm going to mulch this. You see that over there? That is a dead squash plant. I have not got any squash yet this season, and that is crazy. So that's another reason why I'm like, I need this bed functioning. So yeah, I've not gotten anything. That one is still alive. It's just really small. But I basically planted into the compost instead of really moving the compost back and getting into the soil. So it's been hot, and I really just have not been keeping up with watering this stuff for as hot, with it being as hot as it's been. So yeah, that died. I guess this one might be getting a little bit of reprieve from the tomato and grass and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to do some mulching. So I'm going to mulch all this. I'm actually going to start some squash inside. I'm not going to do that today, and I likely won't record that whenever I do it. But just FYI, that's the plan. So I'll mulch that. I'm going to mulch this bed. I'm going to mulch that back there, because since I do the little watermelons, the leaves and whatnot, it really doesn't get big enough to shade that the way I need to. Is that a bean? Listen, y'all, I haven't really been out here checking on stuff beyond just coming out and watering. Oh, look at that. I got some not squash, okra. I got a little okra for me. But no, I thought I saw, oh gosh, it's a whole little batch of beans on here. I saw this one. This is the one I saw. Man, tell you what else I saw just a minute ago. Oh, this okra on that already. They're so small. What else I saw? Let me show you what else I saw. Oh, I should look from the other side. Cucumbers. Yes, so there's some cucumbers. There's one right there. So I need to do a little bit of harvesting. Let's check on that pepper that I saw. Yeah, it's still right there. Looking all cute. And yeah, and I need to weed eat down here too. I need to weed eat through here. But yeah, I'm gonna mulch this. I'm probably gonna mulch that just because I think I have enough to do it. And I'm not really worried about that. I did mess around with some of the other potatoes, and it looks like they at least have some with some decent size. So I'm probably gonna plan to pull those over this weekend, or maybe later this week if I have time on a weekday. But yeah, so it might have just been that first one that was a bad one. Did I check the next one? Well, sorry, I don't know if I checked that next one or not. But yeah, I checked a couple of these on this side because something's been moving that dirt around. So I just checked on them and I think they're okay. And I checked the one in that back corner and it felt fine too. So might be a trick though. I might just have one under each one of them and I just happened to find the one. But yeah, I need to weed eat out here. Okay, so first the sunflowers. Let's get to that. And then we can do the less painful things. Oh gosh, look. Oh yes, I said no, I didn't have any squash. I have these little butternuts. And the pumpkins, I didn't see any, sorry, you can't see what I'm looking at. I didn't see any pumpkins yet. I might see some little bitty babies. Is that a little baby? No. I don't know, there are some flowers on it though. On the pumpkin vines. But yeah. So I got some little butternut babies. Oh, that was a vine I was standing on. Okay, yeah, I definitely need to clean up in here. All right, let's get to work. There it is, one down. Oh, and the battery was dying, so that's what I was doing with that. If I wait a second, it would kind of get a little more juice and work a little longer for me. Yep, that big old stump. All right, do a little weeding. I'm gonna spread some fertilizer, and then we will cover this up. I'll be ready for my squash whenever I put it out. Always take out the battery before you start messing with blades. Which I'm actually gonna leave the blade in that, so I'll have to carry it back around separately. So what do we got? I was gonna do wheat straw, but I feel like even with straw, like straw instead of hay, you still can get some seeds. So I don't want to go with that. And I saw this, and I was like, okay, we'll try that instead. So we'll just see how it goes. All right, here's a finished look at this space. You saw me do, yeah, I think I did these on video. I didn't do this one, I don't think. I did that one. So I did this one, and then I did this off camera. But, yeah, that's what it looks like. I didn't do the peppers because I had the cardboard around them already. So I didn't think that was really necessary on that side. But yeah, I'm trying to give them a little reprieve and hopefully retain moisture a little longer, which the compost is supposed to do that. But again, like I talked about with the squash that died, I think the way I planted and the way I put my seeds in, I think it's kind of messing with that. Like, I didn't go down into the soil. Like, I basically planted in the compost. So when the compost dries out on top, even though the soil down under it isn't really fully drying out, I didn't plant in the soil. I planted in the compost. So, so the roots of what I'm planting is drying out, or are drying out. Let's see. We still got some tomatoes in here that have not, they're not coloring up yet though. All right, that's it. I am actually about to, well, I need to check those beans again. I did come back and get those beans that I saw out here the other day, because this is a couple of days later. What day was that? I don't know. I'll have the dates in the description, but I can't recall right now what day that was. This Sunday morning now, but that was, I don't know, one day during the week when I did all of this. Well, actually, I did this and this, I think that next day, maybe. I'm going to show you one more spot. All right, I did this one too. So this is that spot that's actually, look at that. I put that, I uncovered this to weed and do some stuff. I'm gonna have to fix that. That leaf is like wrapped. It's, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have to fix that. I can't do it with one hand. But yeah, sorry. So this is that spot. This is on that, in the garden that stays lower, the one where I put the boards in. Yeah, it stays, I say stays lower, stays wetter on the end on this one than it does in that other one over there. But well, with that, this really hasn't mattered too much because, I mean, because it was wetter to begin with, it's just not really dried out as much. But I'm saying it hasn't dried out as much. Was there one right here? Make sure I didn't accidentally cover something up. Okay, no, that one must have died, if there was one. I think there was one back there, but it was just like a stalk at this point, and I just went ahead and covered over it. But yeah, it hasn't really, I don't think it's really been an issue, but it just looked extremely dry, so I went ahead and covered it. The only thing with doing this around the tomatoes is, you know, they'll lay down and root in, but with this in between them and the soil or them in the compost, I don't know how that's going to go. I mean, I'm expecting they're not really going to root through this, but I don't know if it's really going to damage them. Look at that. That is interesting. Oh, okay, I thought that was blight, but I think that's dirt. Okay, that's dirt. Yeah, okay, so that's what's happening over here. I did some weeding under here. I weeded, sorry, moving fast, y'all. I weeded this. I have a soaker hose that I ran through here yesterday. I had this hose in the front border, and I had some other soaker hoses out, and I've been kind of moving some things around. I added some more. This is one that I just bought like maybe a week ago. But because I have a different type that I was already using in the front, this one, I couldn't really get them to work well together. So I just went ahead and took this one and brought it down here. I thought this would be good for down here or back here. And then I just left that other one. It's like the fabric kind. I guess they have a hose inside of them, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, that's the kind that I have in the front. And I have some back here in the back border too. But yeah, this rubber, this round, let's see. On the spot. It's this round rubber kind. I like the way it works. Like, I saw it in the front when it was in the front, and I like how it did. So even though it didn't work with connected to the other one, I don't want to return it or anything. I was like, I like this, so I'm just gonna use it somewhere else. And so here it is back here. The one thing I will say is, because this one hose is connected to my water hose right here. This, what was that? Oh, that was that spinach. Interesting. How's it like that? Did it already drop seeds? I don't know if it already dropped seeds or not. It seemed like it just flowered and then, I don't know, flopped over or something. it comes over to here. Like it's like right in here somewhere, the end of it. What I did see though, I don't feel like the water is actually making it all the way around. So let me show you. It's going here, around there, 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 back up through here, and up here. So through the covered spaces, it's just one line going. It's just a straight line going through those. Back there, I have it curved because that bed is wider and it's out in the open. The stuff's shaded. I mean, it'll be okay with a little less water because it's not getting as high. But yeah, okay, sorry, my neighbor's dog back there ran along the fence and he looked like he was just out. They have like a husky or something, but it's a beautiful dog. But anyway, I think he's probably still a puppy, but so that one back there, I'm trying to give that more water. And then it's a line here and a straight line through here and a straight line through here. But what I'm saying, I don't know that the water is making it all the way around. And I don't think I don't know. I feel like with the right amount of pressure, and it's got good pressure, I feel like it should do that. Now I will say, I wouldn't necessarily say it's not making it here at all, but it's like it's soaking good over here. But when it gets over here, it's like it's coming out, but it's just not a lot coming out. So this hose has this little thing, or had this little round thing in there. I had to take that out because when we using the quick connects, that pressure like blew it off. It blew the hose off because it was too much pressure built up in between these two, in between the connections. If that makes sense. So anyway, it blew the quick connect. It blew the water hose off of here because it was just too much pressure in between the two. So I took that out. I actually liked it with it out, and I did try this in the front having it out, and it really just soaks, like really soaks, and I like that. But yeah, so that's not in, so it's really just flowing through here, and it's just like just water coming out of the soaker hose. But I still feel like it's not getting over here the way I needed to, and it wasn't long enough to make it all the way to the sweet peas. So I'll still have to do a little bit of watering right here, but I still have to water this bed anyway. So yeah, that's what happened. I just came over here to show you the pine needles. I just came to show you the pine needles. But here we go. Oh, bumblebee about to hit me in the face. All right, look at the tomatoes. The brandywines are doing very well. I will show you this real quick, and then I'm gonna go because I got a couple of things I want to do. All of them have something on them, like an actual tomato forming. One just has a little one on it. Oh, there's one on this one. It's got some flowers, but those are there's one. There's one right there. Okay, but that's the one plant. This is one plant. It's got that one on with this one, and then one on that one over there. And then there's another plant. It's got this big one right there. I don't see one on this one yet. And that's one plant. This is one plant. These are one. And I don't see any on these. So I thought that was weird. I was just out here yesterday looking at it. Well, that's weird. That's weird. How's that growing off of there? Interesting. Oh wait, I think that's a sucker right there. Okay, anyway. There isn't anything on this one. But yeah, the San Marzanos are still filling in. I think I see something that looks like it might be just starting to color up a little bit. But for the most part, they're not really doing that. I was gonna say doing anything, but obviously they are. They're full of tomatoes. They're just not colored up yet. All right, that's it.